Yo, I'm so unbelievably happy right now. I'm ecstatic. Look, okay, I knew the writing was on the wall. I knew that ReZero Season 3 was definitely a very high chance of being announced soon, especially with Anime Japan. But what we got earlier this morning, thanks to this individual right here, Ice, which is a very well-known member of the ReZero community, and he's a part of the team that does the translations of Witch's Cult translations for, ReZero. He's incredibly well-known. If there's anyone that is going to leak stuff about ReZero, anyone that is going to let us know about things, it is definitely Ice. And when he made this post late last night, everybody, including myself, just jumped up in complete happiness because, look, even though the hints are there, the fact that we have leaks now, it's an incredible feeling. It's a legitimately incredible feeling because just I love ReZero, man. I legit love this series so much, and getting to see the continuation of the series in anime form, I love that because, man, there is just something so amazing about watching ReZero. It is a series that I rewatch every so often. The music to just so many different scenes I go back and listen to and all that. It's iconic to me. And as soon as this was announced, man, I had the opening songs set on repeat and the ending songs for ReZero because I was so excited. I really was. So let's just get all into the information that was leaked thanks to Ice. And once again, I do want to state, if there's anyone that is trustworthy for leaks for ReZero, Ice would definitely be the guy. He's 100% always the individual that you can trust for ReZero type of information. So, anyways, apparently the leaks come from the light novel volume 33 information page. And thanks to obviously it releasing in Japan and obviously Ice and probably some of his, friends, etc., getting it early or at least knowing where it's at, basically was able to obtain this and see that Season 3 of ReZero is happening. So this is entirely believable. Stuff like that happens all the time. But if we go a step further, with this leak, apparently a few other things were announced. Basically, apparently, besides just obviously the Season 3 announcement, there's going to be a game in production, which is also very believable. ReZero already has a few games. I know that there is apparently a gacha game that is going to be closing down very soon, but there was a visual novel game that released, and it's really good. And so I'm assuming that we're going to have maybe another gacha or a visual novel game that is going to be getting released for ReZero. Now, besides that as well, we got a little bit more. Arc 5 will get a manga adaptation and a Live Plus in the summer, so there will be a manga version of it. And then also we got, volume 34, which will start Arc 8, that will continue the plot going on currently in the web novel / light novel. So, overall, there's a lot of information really here to digest. I mean, even apparently, Tape says he wants to do 12 arcs instead of just the 11 like he used to do. He wants to do 12 now. So the story is getting a little bit longer, so to speak. So yeah, there is a lot, honestly, a lot to really talk about when it comes to just all this information that was revealed. But ReZero Season 3, I think obviously that's the big one everybody's excited for. From what it seems like, from what I could gather, White Fox seems to be continuing the project. That White Fox is going to be working on Season 3, and there's not going to be a studio shift. Now, obviously, this could be a good or bad thing, thanks to, obviously, White Fox having a lot of internal restructuring, a lot of their old staff members leaving, and they've obviously hired a lot of new ones of recent times, but, there's been a lot of shifts in White Fox, and so that's why it was always up in the air if the series was going to be changing hands to a completely different studio. But it seems like, thanks to Ice kind of clarifying with a few other posts, that it seems like White Fox will be continuing the project. Now, once again, I do want to go on a limb here and say this is leaks. I do believe in Ice. If there's anyone I believe for leaks, it would definitely be Ice for ReZero. But obviously, at the end of the day, these are leaks. So, we do have to temper that to a certain extent, our expectations. But, I do want to say one thing, though. If this all is the case, if this turns out to be true, this is a dream come true. The only thing that I am curious about is just how Arc 5 is going to be handled. Because I've said it before, even without spoilers, but Arc 5 is incredibly different and a lot more demanding in certain areas than any of the other previous seasons of Re:Zero. It's going to be a lot more focused on art and animation, especially for, like, movement because of, like, say, fight scenes, and it's going to be difficult. It will be 100% a challenge, I think, for White Fox to incorporate action sequences into Re:Zero, because we haven't really gotten, we've had some fight scenes, but we haven't gotten a whole lot in Re:Zero, and Arc 5 definitely has a lot of that, so it's going to be a very different take to Re:Zero, a very different direction, and I wonder if the staff is really up to par to do it. I mean, they've obviously demonstrated time and time again that, they really love, Re:Zero, I mean, what they've done with the effort and extra miles they put into it, but it's still, we gotta wonder how Season 3 will be done. Will it be another home run of an anime season? We will obviously have to see. But, yeah, I wanted to cover this news because obviously, I could cry. I could cry tears of happiness because of how much I love Re:Zero, and the fact that I know it's continuing now, this is the best news. If there's any news that excites me more than anything else, besides obviously Spice and Wolf stuff, it would be Re:Zero content. And the fact that we are getting this, I'm excited. I honestly probably will record myself to the reaction of Anime Japan on the 25th. I might actually just sit down and record a stream or something while it's airing, just to, share it with all of you guys. But, I guess I'll leave it there for now. Anyways, I wanted to kind of just let everybody know this information, so it's no longer copium or hopium. It's real. But be safe, stay healthy, Chibi out.